Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last episode we took on the Face Shrine, and in this episode we are actually going to be taking on a fair number of overworld tasks, and we're actually possibly going to be going towards 100% completion. Now, we're not going to get exactly there because there are some things we can't do just yet, specifically regarding the dungeon creator. However, we are going to be trying to get a fair bit of seashells and heart pieces, so bear with me in that regard. First place we're going to be going is actually Tao Heights. Scratch that, we're going to be going to Cuckoo Prairie first. So here at Cuckoo Prairie, we're going to actually want to go all the way back to Mabe Village. At Mabe Village, there's no accent to the E. I'm dumb. But at Mabe Village, we are actually going to want to go over here near the statue. And now that we have the golden powerful bracelet, we can go ahead and push this down. And we are actually going to go ahead and walk inside of here. Once we're in here, we can actually go ahead and head over here. And we're going to switch our song to the Frog Song of Soul. Playing this will result in a very strange phenomenon here. Wow, the rooster has recovered. He seems very friendly. That's right, we now have a rooster companion with us. Now, for the time being, we're going to go ahead and just take him with us. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to go ahead and explore a bit. Now, before we go outside of Mabe Village, we're actually going to go ahead and head all the way back up here to the fishing pond. I believe there are some seashells we can go ahead and get here at the pond. I did not want to use the lightweight lure. I believe I can change that. Change lures. Middleweight lure. So, looks like the fish we want is not showing up right now, so I'll go ahead and just skip to when it is here. Alright, so the way I knew that this was here is because in the last shot, we actually saw that the pond was glowing slightly. We're going to go ahead and use the middleweight lure here, and we're going to go ahead and actually try to catch this cheap right here. Hopefully it will notice our lure and bite. This is going to be a short one because it was near the surface. Cheeps actually do that. And I don't know why it went off. That was odd. So I'll see you guys once we have it again. The pond is glowing once more. Let's go ahead and opt into fish. We're going to go ahead and go with the middleweight lure, per usual. And we once again have a cheap. It's not a very big one, but hopefully we can still snag it. Doesn't seem to be wanting to bite. Well, there it goes. And there we are. We got a cheap. Now, I believe for getting the cheap, we actually receive something. Yep, secret seashell. Now, real quick, we are going to keep going, because I believe this gigantic fish at the bottom here will actually get us the heavyweight lure, and that's something we want. I don't want this fish, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it go away. That was not right. You do tosses a bit better. We're going to go ahead and wait for it to sink all the way to the bottom. Kind of slows down after a bit, so that's kind of hindering us, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal in a bit. This lunker here is going to be an issue for us to catch, I see. However... oh, we got ourselves a blooper there. We're going to want to catch that as well, but we're going to go ahead and prioritize this fish real quick. So let's just keep reeling. Once it swims the other direction, go ahead and reel. Alright, tap A now. Just tap A as much as possible, and you should be good. I think this blooper will stay in the pond. I don't think it swims out. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Yep, it's going to stay. The blooper moves more sporadically, so once we are going to catch that, keep that in mind. We have ourselves a big fish. It's a 33.46 inch, 26 rupees, and it did not give us the heavyweight lure. Hopefully it's not much of an issue. We're going to try and actually go for this blooper here. Hopefully it will notice our reel. It did not that time. We're not going for this fish. Alright, this blooper's causing us some issues because he's just swimming around that one fish right there. God dang it. Come on. Oh, it sees it. We have ourselves a blooper on the reel. Once it jumps like that, you're going to want to go ahead and stop reeling. That is basically its way of pulling against you. The blooper is actually significantly easier to catch than other fish as long as you pay attention to that, though, so just keep that in mind, and we have it! That should give us another secret seashell. 50 rupees. And we also get a new lure. I believe we are supposed to get a secret seashell for a blooper, so now we're going to keep going, and I'll see you guys once we have that. Alright, using the heavyweight lure, we're actually going to go for a bigger fish. See that one at the bottom right there? That is Old Baron. That is one of the fish we're looking to catch. Now, catching Old Baron will give us a chamber stone for catching him the first time, a chamber stone for catching one of a certain length, and the last seashell is actually for catching a fish of at least 40 inches in length. So we're going to want to do that as well. So, Old Baron here is kind of despondent to this hook I see. We have to try and lure him. He went ahead and bit. He follows the same mechanics as any normal fish, just reel in when he's swimming the opposite direction and you should be fine. He seems to be a bit easier than even the blooper was this time, actually. Just repeat that until eventually you get him. Here he is, Old Baron. Got ourselves 61.12 inches. I believe that should give us both chamber stones, but I might be wrong. Yep, we get both chamber stones. And now, last but not least, we want to catch a fish that's at least 40 inches, because that didn't count, and we need to get our chamber stone that way. So we're going to go ahead and see you guys again when we're at that. We actually have another Old Baron here at the bottom here, so this should actually give us our second seashell if we catch him. Because Old Baron is usually a pretty massive fish, regardless of what size it is. So it should always be a size that is of value to us here. So we're just going to wait for him to go ahead and snag himself on our hook. And once he does, we should be golden. Just wait for it. There we are. We're gonna pull in a different direction just like the last one. Just wait for him to come up to the surface and just repeat the method you use with every time you fish for Old Baron or any fish, and you should have no problem catching him. It might take some time, but it's not gonna be really much of an issue for anyone. There we are. It's Old Baron. Part 2. 63.27 inches, so that was actually bigger than our last one. Got at least 120 rupees, and that did not give us the seashell. I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, we have another blooper here. It looks a bit small though, so it might not be what we're looking for. Let's just go ahead and see how it is. It doesn't look like it's seen our reel, so we're gonna have to try to lure it to get a bit more. Alright. Not quite what we want. Let's just keep trying. See if we can attract it. Come on, Blooper. You know you want it. Alright, there it is. Keep going. We should have no problem getting this. It's quite easy. Alright, I don't think it's the size we wanted, but it is a start. Alright, we have a massive one here. The RNG has most certainly not been in my favor up until now, so hopefully this can fix things up for us. Alright, you were chasing it for a second. Come on, bud. This blooper should be our saving grace, and what I've recorded is about 28 minutes of footage right now will probably boil down to about 5 minutes of actual footage, so that's pretty fun. That's how long I've been trying to find this thing. Isn't that great? Alright, we have it snagged. Let's do this. You are mine, Blooper. Come on. Give it to us, give it to us, give it to us, give it to us. Come on, let's do this. Almost there. There we are, finally. This one is definitely big enough. You can tell. 46 inches. And that will give us a secret seashell, like we said. Alright. Finally, and now we never have to go back here again, although it is a big source of money if you are low. Now that we're done with that, we are actually going to go ahead and find where this blooper statue that we have, which is not what we just caught, it's just a figurine that we got earlier and never put anywhere. We're going to figure out where this goes in the village, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, turns out the first house we went into was the very first one it goes in, so we're just going to put it right there. And now we're going to go ahead and head to the claw shop, see if there's anything we can get there. I don't believe there is right now, but I'm going to check just in case. Alright, here we are. What do you got for me? We have a Shy Guy statue. Let's go ahead and get that. The Shy Guy statue is... I don't know exactly where it goes, but it should not be too difficult to grab. As you can see. If it falls out, I'm going to be disappointed, because there's no way it should be able to reasonably fit through those holes. Alright. There's our Shy Guy statue. We're going to have to come in and come out just to see if there's anything left in here, but I don't know if there is or not. Go ahead and just grab this thing. Very good, very nice. Alright. Like I said, walk in. Now we're going to walk back in again. And nope, there's nothing for us here, so we're just going to head on out. So up here at the shop, there's a few things you can get before the end of the game. Specifically 12. Here at the shop, there are 12 of these chamber stones you can buy. At least I think they're 12, that might be less, might be more. They are worth 1,280 rupees each. The price never lowers, the price never decreases. So if you get one, make sure you are having enough money. And yes, all of them are required to get 100% completion on the chamber dungeons. When I say that, I mean just unlocking all of the stones, not completing the dungeons you make themselves. So we will be doing that off screen. I have no desire to show you every single purchase of that because it's the same thing every time, and I will also be getting the money for that off screen. Of course, that's not what our agenda is for today. For today, we're actually going to be going ahead and using Mambo's Mambo right before this fox attacks us. And we are going to go ahead and teleport to Dampe's shack. As you can see, the chicken actually goes with us. Interesting. Now, here at Dampe's shack, there's a few things we can do. First thing we want to do is actually head all the way out this way. Since we couldn't teleport this way before, we're just going to go ahead and do so now. It should not be too difficult for us to do so, so hopefully we can go ahead and make our way through this maze. I do know that there are some places we cannot access through this maze right now. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much of an issue. When I say that, I basically mean the passageways that we could not get through. We're gonna go ahead and take out Rock's Feather and just jump over these. And we can actually go up here on this ledge. And doing so, we'll see that there is in fact an owl statue here on the Telltale Mountain Range for us. And opening up the map, we should actually have this area revealed to us. Zooming in, you can see there's not really much we can do right here specifically. So go ahead and just head back down. Actually, I want to see what this music the fish doesn't make. You are there. That doesn't really apply to anything we need to do right now. Here we have this cave. I don't believe there's anything of use for us here. No, there is not. Not much of a point in having gone in there. Alright. So now, this actually does look like a spot I could bomb, just because of that circle right there, but I don't think it is. Yeah, no, we're good. Alright. So now, I'm not sure how much of that footage I'm actually going to use from this episode, but I'm going to go ahead and call it off here, and I will see you guys in the next episode, where we will actually be going to the Telltale Mountain Range. Actually, hold on. So zooming in here, we have this whole area here. I believe we should actually be able to access that, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to still leave that off for the next episode. I will see you guys then. Goodbye.